As I told y'all in my last video, I believe I'm trying to eat a lot better than what I used to eat. So what I've been doing, I've been using a crock pot, cooking chicken most of the time. I'll be using, this is called a LiPower 1200 watt portable power station. It runs that crock pot fine. I usually use the crock pot for 6 to 8 hours. It runs great off this power station. This power station, like I said, 1200 watts. It's got 3 receptacles that you can hook up into. It's got 3 USB slots right there. It's got your cigarette right there. Cut it on right here, just like that there. And as you can see, it's on. It's got a good graphic of your output and your input. Got 2 different ways you can charge this thing. One way you can charge it with a 110. All you do is plug that into your 110 shore power, and then you got another end. That right there end goes right here. Okay, that's the way you charge it with 110. If you want to charge it by your car, you know, like your cigarette lighter, plug that into your cigarette lighter, and this kit goes right there. Boop, plug it into your cigarette lighter, you're good to go. But anyway, like I said, little power, 1200 watt portable power station. I think it sells for about $900 if I'm not mistaken. You cut it on. Once you cut the power on right there, you come over here to the AC, cut the AC on. It should light up right there. See where it says, so you know it's getting AC power now. All I gotta do is fix my chicken up. I've been enjoying this because I've been using a refrigerator freezer cooler. Well, that's what it's called, it's refrigerator freezer, and half of it's a refrigerator and about a third of it is a freezer, but it works really good. But all I have to do here is put it in the crock pot. I use Mrs. Dash seasoning. I'm going to have lemon pepper chicken tonight. I also have original, but most of the time I use is lemon pepper because it's good. So all I do is basically just pull the crock pot over, take the top of it off. This is really super. If I can do this, anybody can do it. I slide the chicken in there just like that. See, I mean, you don't have to put water or anything in there, just throw the chicken in there. You know, there you go. What I usually do, I pull it out of the refrigerator freezer the night before and stick it in my refrigerator because it's frozen, and let it thaw out. And that way by morning, usually I'll try to get it started between 9 and 10 o'clock. I'll try to start getting my dinner, and I just, you know, I put a whole lot of this on it, and you know, I'll show y'all in a second. See, I just pile it on just like that. Maybe put a little bit more over here, and just, if you want to, you can smooth it out with your fingers. Make sure it's real good patted on there and everything. There you go, my chicken. That's gonna be my dinner. And then you put the top on it just like that. I turn it on low, and it cooks for about 8 to 10 hours. As you can see, it's pulling 58 watts out of this thing here. So this thing here could probably run it for, shoot, if I'm not mistaken, it could go at least 20 hours pulling 58 watts. So I mean, yeah, there's my dinner. It's real easy to cook. You know, it's not a whole lot to it. I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I know I say that a lot, but it's the truth. I mean, I have dinner cooked for me. I can run around, do whatever I want to do, and come back home. I usually eat about 6 o'clock, so I'll come back home about 5 or 5:30, and I'll either cook rice, boil some brown rice, and eat that with the chicken with some usually lima beans or string beans, something like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to eat a lot better being out here on the road, because I think it's real important, because a lot of times you eat so much junk food. I mean, it don't look like I done missed any meals, does it? So I'm trying to eat well, I've always eaten lean 93.7 hamburger, but I'm trying to eat a lot more white meat like chicken and pork chops. I'm trying to use the crock pot a lot more out here because it's easy to use, it's easy to clean up, it's easy to store. And also I found that when you're home, a crock pot is a less expensive than heating up your oven to bake chicken. And it uses about a third of the electricity that your oven will use. So yeah, there you go. If y'all wondering how I go about cooking some of my dinners, there you go. Just an old-fashioned crock pot. Throw the chicken in there, simple. Let it cook about 8 to 10 hours. Got me a good healthy meal, rice. And on top of that, little man loves chicken too. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.